You know, things we said we'd never do. Bam, you just hit the wall. Things that we said we would places we would say we would never go. Bam, you just hit a wall. Language you say you'd never use. Bam, you just hit a wall. He allows us to see our own imperfections so that we realize we are not like him as much as we thought we were. God allows us to have encounters that show us our need for him. And you know, something that you need, you have to have. That is who God is. That is what he is in our lives. You know, we spend so much time trying to be self-sufficient, trying to do everything on our own accord, that we are constantly running into the different walls of this life. And some of us are getting knocked down and stay there. We just stay there. We don't even attempt to get up. We stay in our mess. We stay where we are. We blame everybody else. We blame God. We blame the people in our family. We blame the people who were in the situation with us. But we never try to get up and begin to do the work that is required to identify what is going on the inside of us that God is trying to refine and make better. So on today, I just want to encourage you that whatever wall you've been facing, whatever wall you've been running into, that you now take a step back to ask God to show you what it is he needs you to see, to reveal you to you, which has been my prayer since the beginning of 2019. I've said that on a couple of my lives prior to the radio show, that I've just been praying for God to reveal me to me. And I'm praying that every day because I just want to grow stronger and stronger in my spirit and be the best me that I can be. So I don't want to be focused on anything that has occurred prior to now. I want to be focused on what's going on in my life today and how God wants me to change, how he's trying to improve me, how he's trying to grow me, how he desires to increase me spiritually, because it's necessary. You can go out here in the world and do whatever you want with whomever you choose, wherever you like, but every single one of us need God. Period. So here we need to really try and learn from every trial and every lesson. And I was thinking to myself that, you know, trials are just tough roads invoking a life lesson, something that we all need to learn from, something that we can grow from, something that we can build upon. And all the things that we struggle with, those things, if we allow, help us to grow and be better. And when we're growing and being better, we should be helping someone else grow and be better. Not focused only on what we've experienced, but being able to help people who go through those same experiences that are just like ours, who need a light at the end of their tunnel. They need some help. They need some guidance. They need some prayer. They need some encouragement. And they can only get that through us. Some of them don't have, you know, real good, solid people in their lives. And then they may pass paths with you and you pour something into them that they otherwise would not have received. So, you know, we have to pray about what we're doing every day, asking God for us to be a blessing to other people as we maneuver through our daily activities. And everything seems so routine. We get up and we do the same things every day. We deal with the same people. Do something different. Go somewhere different. Be a light somewhere else. And ask God, where would he have you go? What would he have you do? And stop getting angry and resentful and bitter about the wall you just ran into, about the way life is going for you. Because somebody, somewhere did not get up today. There are a whole lot of somebodies who didn't get the opportunity to get up and try again. And yet, here we are, alive, breathing. Some of us are sick. Some of us have, you know, all type of afflictions. However, we still have the ability to pray. If you're in your right mind and you can get a prayer out, say it. I don't care if it's for someone else, for yourself. We need to constantly be praying for one another, for the things that God desires of us. It's not going to be easy all the time. It's not going to be fun all the time. But pain produces purification. So, you know, you want to be in a place where God removes all impurities from your life, because you're not going to be able to be used at the greatest level until it's so. So even though we may fall short and we may sin on a daily basis in whatever way, God still would like for us to continue to grow into our best selves. And you know, when you pour things into a strainer and it just begins to pour out on the opposite end, you're getting just what you want, the best part of whatever it is you need, and you know, it's divided. Allow God to do that to you in your everyday life, in what you're being, and how you're growing, and stop being resistant to the changes that are necessary for you to become your best self, for you to be able to be used in ways that you didn't even imagine. I am thinking to myself as I pray, here lately, that God, whatever you're getting ready to do, I'm actually scared to find out. I am fearful of what the next thing is. And just saying that stirs my spirit because I'm so ready. So it doesn't even matter that I'm afraid because he's already going before me. He's already prepared whatever I need with whomever it is, wherever I'm going, and I can trust and stand on him. Stand tall in whatever's going on because he's so great. So it's not about me, it's always about him. And I press that issue and I say that because I just need you to know that is what it is. And that's where we have to get to, knowing that God, it's not about me. It's not about what I look like. It's not about how I speak. It's not about what, anything that I have materialistically. It's about what's going on in me spiritually. It's about my availability and the choice to allow God to use me until he uses me up. So, it's not about me worrying about just Tika. I'm worried about the salvation of the people that God have walking this earth. We all need to turn from every wicked way, from anything evil, anything dark, anything that is unclean and not right. It is now time to say, I'm done with that. That God, I just want to give you all of me, and I want to be who you created me to be. I want to be productive. I want to be effective. I want to be everything that I was birthed to be. Because he's promised me that, so much. I want it. So, we can sit down and sleep on all the blessings that God does have for us because we don't want to endure the pain. And we, constantly asking, oh, God, don't let me go through that. Well, Lord, I don't really want to deal with this. Well, Lord, have mercy. That's just so much, You watch other people go through, but when you begin to go through, you don't want to go through it. You don't want to have to deal with the hardship or the pain. But, in some cases, we're judging other people because of the way their experiences were, the hardship they might have faced, the difficulty they were in. And then before you know it, God has placed you in, allowed you in a situation that you don't even know how you're going to get out of. And in some cases, we don't even attempt to seek him. We're trying to figure it out on our own. So again, we're running into that wall over and over and over again. The wall doesn't move, but God does. He can get you over the wall, through the wall. Whatever he desires, he's capable of doing. So, you don't want to become bitter and resentful, and definitely not towards God. You have to understand that God, my hardships, my suffering, they all produce something better in me. It is all to make me better, to grow me and allow me to do more for the kingdom, for the community, for my family, for the people on my job, for my friends, everybody, for the people of the church. The churches have to unite more so than what they've been able to do over the years. They're more divided, and they need to come together and do what God has really called the church to do, and to stop, playing games, getting mad, worrying about titles. All of those things are not as important as saving souls, as being effective for God and doing exactly what God has instructed us to do as believers. So we need to go out and we need to witness and we need to walk around being an example and a reflection of God every day in everything that we're doing as best we can. So stop putting that off. Stop trying to worry about everybody else's life, and in focusing on your own life, starting within yourself, make necessary changes right now. Don't wait any longer. Don't wait for somebody to try to tell you. Don't wait for tragedy to strike your life for you to say, okay, well, now is the time for me to make a change and be different and do different. No, God is saying, I've given you ample opportunities in many situations and circumstances that should show you who you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be doing, and how you should be doing it. So, that's it. Our faith is going to be tested through the trials that we are having to go through. And that is just to prove that we are who we say we are. Whenever products are about to be put out for use, they have to be tested as well. So, we want the best of the best when we go somewhere and we begin shopping. And in the same way, God needs the best of us. So we have to be put through many tests and many trials, and it's just going to simply produce our best selves. That's it. I told y'all that Next week, I'm going to have a guest. I'm going to have Miss Consuela Oates on. And just like everybody knows what it's like to face a trial, everybody knows what it's like to endure grief. But however, I'm not going to say that you know the level of grief that this young woman has experienced. I'm not sure that others can all identify with that. She lost her son, and she is going to come on and just share. She's going to share her journey. She's going to share where she is right now. I'm excited to have her on. I admire her so much. I'm friends with her on Facebook, and we just communicate via Facebook and sometimes face to face. She is definitely a faith-filled individual. And so, I told y'all that I wanted to start having guests on this year so that I can have other people pour into you when I find that they are a beacon of light. And I'm telling you, you do not want to miss next Sunday. I'm going to have her here. She is going to share her testimony, y'all. Be in the building via online. I absolutely love you guys. I want you to do what you do best. That is being you. Thank you. This week's shout out, I would simply like to shout out my Aunt Pee Wee, Kathleen Thompson. I love you. God bless you. And a shout out to Miss Page. That's it.